This evening, I'm going to be a little personal with you because this particular podcast is very dear to me because, again, it deals with people who are dealing with insomnia, people who are battling suicide, people who are feeling lonely. And I don't want to leave anyone out or just someone who needs someone to talk to. I don't want to leave anyone out. So I'm going to be a little personal with you this evening because I really felt compelled that I want to share a personal story with you. And the personal story that I'm going to share with you is about my friend. I have a friend. And this friend is very dear to me. So I want to be personal. This particular friend that I'm about to tell you, let's just call him, for the sake of privacy, Tom. I would like to tell you about Tom. Tom is a friend whom I've never met. This man is very bright, intelligent, and if I say his name, you will surely know him. Just a few weeks ago, there was a featured article about him in the New York Times. In fact, if I say his name, you will find that there are several articles written about him. But tonight, you will not hear about his successes. Tonight, you will hear how my friend died today. Yet, he's still living. I found out about 2 months ago that my dear friend was very ill. Today, when I spoke with him, he told me that he was diagnosed as terminally ill and in hospice. Well, while I didn't want to hear this news, I felt compelled to just listen to him, but ask him in a kind way, and I did. He was just talking, and I asked him in a kind way. I said, "What do you want? Are you ready to die?" When I said this to him, there was probably about a 3 to 5 second pause. His response was yes. I said, "Why? Why are you ready? Why are you ready?" You know, I know his faith background. I said, "Do you not believe in healing?" He said, "Yes, but my healing is when I die and go to heaven." And I'm listening to him, and I'm listening to this, and then he proceeded to say, "I don't know why this has happened, because everything was going so well. My movie was finished, and I was just starting to fulfill my purpose." And as I listened to him, I sat in awe with a deep sadness in my heart. And I listened to my friend, whom I've known for about 4 years, tell me he is giving up on life. This is a friend whom I've never shaken his hand. I've never shook his hand, never went to dinner with him, never visited. He lives in a whole nother state, but we had a bond, a verbal bond for the last, 4 years. And I said, I'm listening to him and I'm thinking, I'm like, man, I can't really believe what I'm hearing. My friend, Tom, he's a very strong, kind man. I literally heard him say, I am ready to die and I'm at peace. Well, I spoke to him for about 45 minutes and I just listened, and I was just pondering in my heart just what I was hearing. And when I hung the telephone up, I cried. I cried for my friend because I don't want him to die. And I certainly did not expect him to say no to faith, but yes to death. Can you imagine that? Someone saying no to faith, but yes to death. So I'm sharing this with you because right now, I don't understand how you could not have the will to continue to live when someone who is terminally ill wants to live but knows inwardly in their heart that their days may be few. Just think about that for a moment. Think about how you have said numerous times that you don't want to live. You can't go on. If anything else comes your way, you're going to explode. You're going to end it all. You're going to call it quits. I don't understand how you cannot have the will to continue to live when it's a choice. When someone who is terminally ill wants to live, but knows inwardly in their heart that their days may be few. My friend died today, but yet he still lives. He died presumptuously. He died because he's expecting to die from a decision that said he would not live 6 months, but he is still here. So, as I cried my eyes out, and I surely did cry, I'll tell you what, I cried my eyes out so hard. I thought about you. I thought about you and how you have said so many times that you want to end it all. That you can't go on another day. That you don't think you're going to make it. There's no way that you can make it. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't want to go through this. Nobody loves me. Nobody cares for me. Nobody wants me. I feel so worthless. And yet, we have so many people, like my friend Tom, who has no say in the decision other than the wait. All he has right now is to wait the time out and enjoy each day if strength permits. If strength permits, he can go outside and sit on his porch and watch the bees buzz, listen to the sound of the ocean, smell the breeze, tread across that murky, brooky water again, Look up at the sun and allow it to beam down on his face and on his skin. Hear the cars going up and down the street. If his strength permits. But yet here you are, healthy, strong, attractive, kind, generous, but deep down on the inside, there's a little hurt and a little pain that has broken you and has frustrated you and has confused you and it's weakened you. And because you are choosing to have a choice that you should not even have. My friend died today, yet he still lives. He's still here. He's still breathing. Last when I talked to him, he was. And you know what? You are my friend. I don't want you to die by your own choice or decision. Dying or choosing to die by your own hands should not be your decision when there are thousands of people who are like my friend Tom, who has a desire to live, but has already died because of a prognosis. I'm talking to you right now, my friend, my precious friend, my kind friend who I've been knowing for about 4 years, died today, yet he still lives. My friend died today because he's afraid. He's afraid. He's afraid. He's afraid to say, I want to live. Because somewhere, when that diagnosis comes from the doctor, we think about dying before we even think about living. We think about dying. My friend died today, yet he still lives. I have hope for my friend, and I have hope for you. My hope for you is to not be afraid to live, to not be afraid to go outside and look at life and look at all the beauty that's in this beautiful garden that we have. Don't be afraid to go into the marketplace by yourself. Don't be afraid to live. But I ask you to be afraid to die. Be afraid. Be afraid to say, you know what? I want to end it. I don't want to be here. Be afraid to make those choices. Be afraid to harm yourself. Be afraid to hate yourself. But don't be afraid to live. You are my friend. My friend died today, and so did I.